Hi friends, welcome back to Oakledge Finances. My name is Stephanie and today's video is a YNAB budget with me. And I'm going to walk through and show you how I budget pretty much every month. So first thing I need to do is I need to click back into February and deal with some overspending. You can see I've got almost $1,000 that I need to cover for our family travel. And this money came because my husband and I are taking our two oldest sons out to Kansas City to look at a college in April. And so I had to buy some plane tickets and make reservations for lodging and just pay for some travel stuff up front. So I knew that my husband's bonus was going to be coming in at the end of February 28th. And so I've waited until now to cover it. Pretty easy. I'm just going to click on cover the overspending from earned income. And there you go. Okay, now that we have taken care of our overspending in February, we're going to click over into March and start assigning for the March spending. You can see we've got some overspending already in March, but that's because most of our monthly spending, like our mortgage, our electric bill, our internet, all of that kind of stuff comes out usually on the 1st, and I haven't assigned, so YNAB is saying, oh, you don't have any money, but the money's there. It's okay. It's not a problem. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to open up next month, and this is where I keep all the money. So as money comes in this month, I drop it in there into the next month in the category that it came in, and then it gets assigned in the following month. So in this way, we are a month ahead. I know some people go ahead and click over into the next month and go ahead and assign it that way, but my brain can't work that way. It works better for me to have the category and to just have a little holding account. So first thing I want to do is I want to assign this money from the interest that we earned on our emergency fund. That actually stays in the emergency account. We're currently trying to beef up our income loss emergency because we are a single income. So if my husband was to get laid off or to be in a car accident and he couldn't work, as we waited for insurance, disability insurance to kick in, we're still going to need to eat. We're still going to need to pay for the mortgage. So trying to pile up a little bit more in that category to cover all of that. So now that that's done, we can move everything else up to ready to assign, because it doesn't matter which of our different accounts that it's sitting in, because those don't matter. It's only that emergency one that I take care of. All right, so we can close that up and switch views. And so now we've got just over $11,000 to assign. This is not our usual income. This is a crazy amount of money. It's not our normal monthly income, but because my husband's employer pays out their annual bonus at the end of February, it's been sitting there since the 28th, not that long, waiting for us to assign. And I feel quite certain it's going to go really, really fast. So let's go ahead and open up. We can expand, and you can see cover some of our giving. Let's do it this way. And then we'll just type in 50. And these are red because they also come out on the 1st. And then our spontaneous donations, we haven't had any yet for this year, but now we've got $50 sitting there waiting. All right, and we can close that up. And oh, another thing I wanted to do is I wanted to change our targets for our groceries. I'm trying to decrease how much we spend on groceries. by 10%, which brings it down to $720 for the month. And I don't know that I'm going to be able to do that. That's really hard for a household of 8. That's really hard. So we'll see. I'm giving it a shot. It's an experiment. So we will drop. Oh, let's see. That needs to change. There, it changed. Okay, so we're going to put $720 there and 100 there. And yes, I know I could do this easier, but I like typing it all in because it makes me very aware of how much we're spending, keeps those numbers fresh in my mind. 200 for electric, that's another one of my goals for this year. Trying to keep our electric bill at $200, but that is also proving to be challenging. And our propane, we're in the cold winter season, so we're paying out a lot each month for propane. In fact, they just delivered today, so I'm going to be spending about $700 of that will come out, and then we'll just pile it up. It also works like a sinking fund. And $80. Oh, no, that one I also need to change because we called. That was one of my goals. If you watched my 80-20 rule video, one of my goals was to reduce our Verizon. And let's see, that I called this week and they did lower it back down to $79.99. It was $84.99. Oh, so maybe I've already done it, and I've just left it at 80 because I like round numbers. So we'll close that one up. And these are all sinking funds. They don't change. They are what they are. So I'm just going to click underfunded for those, and those are all taken care of. And the same for our needs, bits and bobs. These are random things that we don't have exact dates for paying for. And so I'm just going to underfund that as well. And we'll probably come back to house maintenance if hopefully we're going to have some money left over to go there. Just the two of us is things that are just for my husband and I. Our allowance, we each get $25 a month for allowance to spend however we want, and our date, and then we take a little vacation, 5 or 6 days each year in the fall, just the two of us. All right. Was that also, okay, no, that was doing it correctly. All right, so that's all funded, and our homeschool stuff, we will fund that. Those are also mostly sinking funds. Hopefully the weather's going to warm up and we can start doing some adventure days and field trips and getting out of the house and doing some things. Family fun. We're also going to just click underfund for that. We don't have any birthdays in March, so that should be pretty easy. Okay, we have some spending already for our South Carolina trip. We're going down with our 2 oldest boys, and then our 4th child is also a boy, and so we're taking the 3 of them down to South Carolina to look at a college there. That's coming up in March, so I booked some hotels. We're gonna drive for that one. It's not the distance is not as far, and so we're gonna drive for that. So I booked some hotels, but I know we're gonna need more for gas and eating out as well. So let me just do $1,500. I don't think it will take more than that. I think that's about all we're gonna need. And then for Kansas City, I need to book a rental car, and we're gonna have to pay for food while we're there as well. I'll go ahead and do 750 since I have it, and we'll see. That trip isn't until April, so I don't know. We may end up spending more than that. We may spend less than that. We have a VRBO reserved, booked, paid for, and so we'll just buy some really easy breakfast stuff at the grocery store when we get there. That'll be pretty easy. All right, so the rest of that is done. Our credit card payment should have fixed itself. And that leaves us with $2,300. So let's just click back through, make sure everything is green and funded. These have already come out. That one has already been paid. The rest of that looks good. The needs for non-monthly looks good. House repairs, that's what I'll probably come back to. Just the two of us is full. Homeschool is done. Family fun is done. Family travel is good. Trying to decide if I'm going to go ahead and put money in our camping. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and put $500. We tent camp in the summertime. My husband is an assistant scoutmaster, and my two oldest boys are Eagle Scouts. And my 16-year-old, my fourth child, third son, is currently working on his Eagle Scout. And so we do a lot of tent camping. We enjoy that. All right, so that should be good. And this is just gonna sit here. Okay, so we'll just close those up. And we're gonna put the rest of that in our house maintenance and repairs because we need to do some serious repairs to our, you know what, I'm just gonna assign it to house maintenance. There it is. Assign it there. $5,600. We need more for that because we need to replace some windows and repair around some windows because the windows in our house are not very good and they need to be taken care of. Why do I still have $300 and ready to assign? I thought I took care of that. I thought I put it all. All right, so let's undo. Oh, because it pulled, why did it pull that out? I don't know, that's weird. Because I had already assigned 300 and now I want to assign everything else. And now it's taking care of it. Okay, I don't know what I did. Sometimes YNAB is smarter than me. Oh my goodness. Okay, so just shy of $6,000 for our repairs. Which windows are not cheap, and we have a lot of windows, and they're oversized windows, so that's going to be tough. Okay, so that's where we're at for March. We have everything assigned. Everything is turned green. All the greens. That's what I want to see. That one. Oh, okay. All right, so I'm gonna snooze this one because I've already assigned money into the individual. Usually I use the 2025 Adventures as a holding for our travel. But since I already assigned assigned money to specific travel, specific trips, I don't need to put money in that. So I will just leave that there. I will snooze it, and then it won't be yelling at me with the yellow, and everything is gray or green, and that's what I like to see. So I hope you enjoyed this YNAB with me, and hope you're inspired. If you like what you see with YNAB, which I actually love, it completely changed how we budget. We've been using it for about 1.5 years, and it really has made a huge difference. And best of all, I don't have to do the math. It does it all for me because I am not a math girl. So if you're interested in starting your own subscription, I'll put the link in the description down below. YNAB has a great offer. You get 34 days for free, and without having to give them any credit cards. You just give them your email address because that's what you use to log in. And if you decide after 34 days that you really like it and you want to keep using it, they will give you another free month if you use my referral link. And I will also get a free month, which would be fantastic. I would love that. But if you decide it's not for you, that's fine too. So if you have any questions or comments, or if you do things a little differently, let me know down below, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.